Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to this new video on a coin I haven't covered in a very long time, and that's Turbo. The last time I covered this, believe it or not, but I think it's last year, which sounds crazy, but if you look at Cilinix Crypto Turbo, and we'll get into things that matter in a moment, don't worry. But if you look that up here, I covered it 1 year ago, got a lot of views back then. Maybe I should have known that it had potential back then. But back then the price was also very low. I'm very interested in what the price was back then. But what we're going to be doing is do a full analysis. All right. So back then the price was still had shorter hair, but the price was at like it had two zeros. And right now, if we look at Turbo, has been massively bullish in the last couple of weeks. Actually, it still has 2 zeros. It's back at the same levels, isn't it? Yeah. So I covered it here at the top. And now the holders are finally in profit again. But all right, wanted to do a full analysis right here. As you can see, Turbo has done incredibly well in May. Very strong community I've seen so far. And you can see that we're up in May about 450%. So first of all, congratulations. And I just wanted to do a video and wanted to give you my thoughts on what's most likely from here on out. Because I do think that Turbo is interesting. Now, I might not tell you that we're going to 10x, all right? What I try to be is realistic. And for a meme coin to 10x, it just doesn't happen often. Now, do I think it's possible for Turbo? Yes, because if you look at this market cap, it's $177 million right now. A 10x would be a $1.7 billion market cap. If you compare that to some of the other meme coins that reach that, I do think that if you look at Turbo, it has the community and it has the capabilities to do that. But what you need for that is, first of all, I would say that you need a more bullish market than this. You need Bitcoin or Ethereum, but just the market in general, you need it to really rally. That's the first criteria you need, which right now, I'm not sure if we're in the right market circumstances to really have enough momentum to do that. You need a strong community. That's the second criteria. I do think Turbo has that. And then you need availability. And that's what I want to talk about, because we can talk about the technicals all we want. I think technically, if you look at a chart like this, there's a major resistance level right here between 30,000 or 0.3 cents and 0.32 cents. That's a major resistance level. It would be stupid of me to say that I think it's most likely that we're not going to break above that. All right. If you look at Turbo right now, technically, there's nothing bearish I can say about it. But what I think is more interesting is to talk about the potential future. And you can also see right here, we're gaining a ton of momentum. Open interest has stalled a little bit after hitting that resistance level. So that's another confirmation that this is really a key level and that I do think we can get a pullback from here. But as long as we're above 21,000 down here, or 0.21 cents, I think we're bullish, and I think we can break above that and rally back up, or rally up to the next resistance level at 40,000 or 42,000, or 0.4 and 0.42 cents. So purely technically, that's what I think is most likely. I think it's most likely that ultimately we'll get this breakout and that we'll start to rally up there. Whether that's with a pullback first or not, that's difficult to predict with these meme coins. But what I think is more interesting to talk about, and I've been trying to talk about this for the entire video, is a potential Binance listing. Because, and most of you know this, I'm usually very pessimistic and realistic with that. But if you look at Turbo right now, and you look at this volume, this is volume that can actually get you a Binance listing. All right. The tokenomics, I would say, are fine with 92% in circulation. If this volume continues to be so high, all right, and if it grows even higher towards 200 and 300 million, a Binance listing becomes very likely. And if a Binance listing is there, then all of a sudden a 5x and a 10x become more and more likely. So keep up the volume, I would say. All right. And that's the main thing you have to watch. Purely technically, I think even with this volume, it's most likely, like I said, we'll get that breakout. But ultimately, if you really want to get the access, you need more and more volume. So keep your eyes on that volume. If it gets up to 250, 300, then a Binance listing becomes very realistic. And at some point, even inevitable. But I'll keep you updated on that. All right. For now, that's what I want to say. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.